What's happening, guys? My name is OTG and I'd like to welcome you to episode number 12 of our Colchester United Career Mode series. And this is the only episode I have recorded and ready until I get my brand new PlayStation, which should be coming within this week, hopefully before Christmas, so I can get some more videos ready and also then get like the Co-op Championship and also getting that set up. As of course we have got the end of after Christmas, we've got loads of different things going on, and obviously Christmas we're not going to be uploading loads of videos. Yeah, and obviously, guys, you might have seen like my channel just has got up to 130 subscribers, so I'm pretty pleased with that. You know, if we can get 150 subscribers was my goal at the end of 2012. If we reach that, I'm pretty pleased. But the fact we're getting 30 subscribers since October, I think it was, I'm pretty pleased with that. So let's just see how things go. But as you can see on your screen, we've got some transfers and stuff. We've had a bid in for Montoya, new right back, and Haynes, a striker. But Wordsworth has got so many offers, and you know I don't want to sell him, so I put him up for 7 million. Because if he goes for that, we've got Jose Ballon, and we can always bring in another player. But you know, them teams are not going to pay 7 million for Wordsworth. He's a great player, but they don't think he's that much value, and you know, it's quite a difficult one. But you know, we go into our first match of the episode, and it's with Turkey against Turkey with England, our national team, and we're playing 4-4-2 because we can. And you know, this is a very, very interesting game. I put out a strong squad because I want to get my first win with an international team, and it's never going to be easy because Turkey have got some good players. They've got Turan, Nuri Sahin, Emre Khan, of course, and they saw Selçuk. I think he's their only striking player, which is quite weird. They've only got one striker in the squad, so we'll have to see how things go. But we get off to the best start in the 8th minute. A lovely strike by Theo Walcott into the top corner puts us 1-0 up. And you know, Theo Walcott, he's an alright player. He used that pace though. He is such a pacey player. And if he gets a chance, he will score a goal every single time. And guys, obviously, I've said this before, my audio on my videos is shocking, but I am going to be getting a blue snowball, so my quality of audio will be better. And at the moment, I am very, very ill. I've got a horrible throat. It's killing me like mad, but I have to record the commentary ready. And then Turkey come back at us in the 11th minute with a dodgy header. To be honest with you, I don't know what Joe Hart's doing. I don't press buttons here. Joe Hart just goes walkabouts and gets caught out. You say, like, what the hell are you doing, Joe Hart? Get on with it. But then Turkey come back and do some really nice passing play in the 26th minute. And they just pass in the ball round. And they just get so much luck. My defence, I just cannot get them. And I do a late slide tackle. And they put it in the back of the net. So Calderim has put them 2-1 up. And this was a shocker for me. Personally, I thought I was dominating the game. But they just had this little run of play. And they scored a goal. And, you know, you can't take that away from him. I've made a mistake. Wayne Rooney's being an idiot there. And they've scored, but Joe Hart at the moment is not being very good for a national team. But there's no other options in goal for us. But we do have Theo Walcott on hand in the second half to use that absolutely amazing pace to burst through the defence, play a backwards ball to Jermaine Defoe, and it's in the back of the net. Jermaine Defoe, obviously, he is an amazing player. I like him a lot. And, you know, if I was to ever do a Premier League team career mode, then he would be on my hot list, because if I cannot sort out the hard drive for Colchester, then I will be doing one with West Brom, but that's only like a backup plan. I want to keep the Colchester one going. I want to continue the season. I want to get us to the Premier League. But Turkey, in the 70th minute, pass the ball around really nicely, find a gap, cut inside, and just take advantage of the moment and score a really easy goal, to be honest. Joe Hart, he needs to drop him. You know, I need to find a decent goalkeeper that isn't Joe Hart. But it's only the first season, so hopefully Joe Hart with Man City will grow to his full potential and become an amazing goalkeeper. And then that way we could actually challenge for the World Cup. But we're only qualifying for the World Cup, but we are 3-2 down, guys. And that is how it ends. So our first loss with England, and that is not good at all. And we go into our next match against Hungary, and this was a do or die match. We had to win. I go for the formation of 4-3-1-2. Have Wayne Rooney as centre forward, so we have a bit more pace up front. And Rooney obviously can then dominate in the centre and play, go backwards and forward like he likes to do, instead of just him always going up and down and wasting his stamina. And Hungary have only got one standout player, and that's Dzuzak. He is the guy from the Russian league, and that is the table at the moment, guys. We're only third. I thought it would have been worse than that. But if we pick up a win, we can go above Turkey. So not that bad, to be honest. But Joe Hart has another absolute shocker. You know, it was a penalty. It's quite clearly a penalty. But you know, when I'm playing a game and I bring out the keeper, I expect him to go for the ball, not for his leg. So you what? I bring out the keeper. I want him to get that ball, not the leg. So you need to kind of sort this one out, get in them balls. But that's the name of the game. But Zuzak steps up with his left foot and he puts it in the back of the net, doing a cheeky little PLO there. You know, I can't say anything about that. He scored the goal, jipping the ball. I've seen the computer do this quite a lot. And, you know, it is annoying, but you have to put up with it. I can't say, oh, that's cheating, what, oh, blah, blah. It's the computer. It scored a goal. I have to get on with it and look forward to the rest of the match. We were doing really well, but they just get that one chance and they're through. But we do obviously come back like we do, and it's Ashley Young who's on hand to put it in the back of the net. Ashley Young is a superstar in my eyes. He's a great player, and you know, we've got quite a decent England squad, and we are looking really good. And I'm kind of liking the fact that it's young, but then you got a few old players, and you'll see one of the old boys scoring a really nice goal, and one of the most experienced players that isn't getting the most in real life, getting his most playing time, score a goal as well. But Hungary do come back at us in the 43rd minute, and they score a really nice goal. I mean, the Zuzak has just dribbled through some of the world's greatest centre backs, and he's just dominated them, and that was really, really nice, and I was really impressed with what he could do. So, you know, he's looking like a really good player. You see here, he takes it back, he cuts inside, and no one could touch him, and Joe Hart, near post, should be saving them, but you got to get on with it. And then in the second half, they get on the attack, and I mean, they can see a guy who's open, two guys in fact. My defence cannot pick them up, and Hungary go 3-1 up at Wembley against England. I mean, come on. I couldn't believe it. They just my defence was so bad. I just was jockeying like mad. But we do pick up the ball with John Terry, and John Terry doing some silky skills. Passes it to Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe is through, and he smashes that into the top corner. Can always rely on Jermaine to score a lovely goal. And yep, there's one of the old boys scoring one of the nice goals. But we do also go back there with Wayne Rooney passing it through to Darren Bent, who has it on, and Scott Parker, one of the older lads now in the team, picking up the scraps of Darren Bent's shot. You can see a really nice play there by Parker. Shot with a left foot, and Parker then puts it the rebound in the back of the net. You watch it. He does take it really nicely, actually. He could have scuffed it, but you know, I had to rely on Scott Parker. So we're 3-3. Then Jermaine Defoe gets played through by Darren Bent. He sweats it and just puts it in the back of the net to make it 4-3. So it's a real big revival thanks to Darren Bent. He's put us in the lead, and he's put us ready and raring for 3 points in our first win, hopefully, of our international campaign with England. I mean, he's put it away, but it was so lucky. Look at this first touch, and then the second touch, but he could put it in the back of the net. But then the next goal Darren Bent scores, I mean, I've said loads of goal of the season, but he picks the ball up, and he just does this. Whoa! I was so excited about this goal. I mean, I was so happy that I'd scored this. Darren Bent had just scored an absolute wonder goal. And I mean, just look the way he picks the ball up. He turns and he smashes it. And the loop was just unbelievable. So we had turned it round from 3-1 down to 5-3. And wow, just here's a replay. You can just see the loop down. And the keeper could have done more. But with a low-ranked keeper, I was going to take that risk any day of the week. And we win 5-3, so our first win. And, you know, it's a great result for me personally. And then we go into our first league game, and they are correct. Anita makes his debut. And, you know, this is our first time we're going to have the full squad all together. Haynes included, all them new players that we brought in. And look at the squad. It is so strong. Montoya and Haynes. They're in there and they're ready and raring to go. And this is against the league leaders, Sheffield United. And if we can make an impact against them, then we are gonna. That means we are ready for business for the rest of this season, and hopefully the championship will be taken by storm if we can get there. And, I'm pretty confident we can catch Coventry and obviously keep ourselves intact with Doncaster. I think we're better than Doncaster. Obviously, we've got better rated players now. But Raheem Sterling does picks up the ball and passes it to Freddie Sears, who puts it in the back of the net, putting us 1-0 up against the league leaders, which is always a nice thing to have because you want to be beating these teams because it proves that we are good. But just look at the way he takes that down, finds Freddie Sears and puts it in the back of the net. I think I'm going to have to sign Raheem Sterling because he is such a world-class player. And then again, only a few minutes later, Jesse Rodriguez picks the ball up, and it luckily just bounces off the keeper's leg into the back of the net. But Jesse Rodriguez really deserved that. I'm finding them strikers are overcutting and playing with each other really well. And of course, we've got John Taylor, who is going to return. He is a great player, and hopefully he'll come back and he'll be better than ever before. Because, even if I don't pick up Raheem Sterling, he can come in and score an absolute blinder. And he is an amazing player. He's got the pace and everything. So that puts us 2-0. And then just before half-time, Jesse Rodriguez heads it past their goalkeeper to make it 3-0. 3-0 against Sheffield United. And then the only thing that was on my mind was how many can we score? And also, can we keep a clean sheet? But you see here, Jesse Rodriguez jumping up and scoring a beautiful goal. And, I'm really, really happy with that. He just heads it in the back of the net. And that is how it is at half-time, though. And then we clear the ball from a goal kick, and this happens. For some reason, Anita, he couldn't pick up the header, passes it to Blackman, and then McDonald puts it in the back of the net. It was a nice goal. I can't take it away from him. They've put it in the back of the net. There's a reason why they're top of the league, and they're gonna score these goals. If you just watch the passing play, they kind of deserved it. They weren't giving up, but you see, he shrugs off, and that is a lovely flick back and put it in the back of the net. That was really nice to put them 3-1. But Freddie Sears is always on hand to help give us a little boost and puts it into the back of the net. Freddie Sears is an amazing player, shushing all day long. The home team are 4-1 up against Sheffield United, our biggest victory of the season so far. Come on, Sheffield United, any other team I would have been pleased with, but we do in fact win 4-1, and that is a really, really good result for me personally, and also the team, giving us a little bit closer to our overall goal, which obviously is to become the second place team, and that proves we can also be first place team. But our next match is against Bournemouth, and our last match, in fact, of the episode is against Bournemouth, and we've had some thrilling matches. We had the 3-2 with Turkey, 5-3 with Hungary, 4-1 with Sheffield United, and I was highly anticipating a nice match in this one, but I calmed things down a bit. I switched the team so it was nice and steady and calm and relaxed because I didn't want to waste it all. And as you're going to see the table here, third place, and if we can win, Doncaster will drop down to 6th, but if we can win, we can get a nice secure gap between us and the next team along. But in the 6th minute, Anthony Wordsworth heading one in the back of the net. His head is absolutely lethal. We've seen so many nice heads, and we also saw that beautiful scissor kick from him. He's playing a striking role there, heading that into the back of the net. And also though, he's also very good in midfield. That's an interesting thing. I could be looking for a nice big striker to have up front as Freddie Sears secondary, but Danny Haynes, obviously we brought him in. He's quite a pacey young lad, and Anthony Wordsworth there putting in an open goal, top corner. He takes it nicely. He doesn't do anything easy. None of us do really at the team. We always want to score the nicest and best goals, even if they are simple as this one. But it wasn't a difficult angle, but he makes it 2-0, and that is in fact how it ends. So it's not the most dramatic game in the world, but it's 3 points. It's a clean sheet. We'll take that. Jack Butland is really becoming a good goalkeeper at the club. And this is how the league table does in fact look. We are third. We are 4 points clear of Bournemouth, and we are 7 points away from Coventry. And they've obviously got a game in hand, but hopefully it will be against each other. Hopefully in that match, though, Coventry will lose. And looking at it, 12 points away from Sheffield United. If Coventry lose and then we beat them, that is 6 points from them. If we win and they lose in their matches, we can really catch them rapidly and hopefully overtake them. But here is the squad report. Jack Barnington is now rated 70 as a goalkeeper. Montoya's already made some progress, which is really impressive. Kurt Zuma as well. So our defence is getting very, very strong. Magnus Okawonga, he's improved by 1, which is quite nice, to be honest. He's a really strong player. Jeto Williams has moved by 1. I'm looking forward to seeing how high he can get to, in fact, because he looks like a great star. Vernon Anita, he is going to be a great player. Just need to give him time. He's quite a pacey midfielder. Paul Pogba stayed at 76, and Wordsworth moves to 69. Ha ha ha. But hopefully he can get to 70 as soon as possible. Freddie Sears still on 70, and Raheem Sterling 71. Jesse Rodriguez is on 72, and is improving in every aspect. Haynes has not had enough time to improve. I think he brought him on a sub in a few. Ben Coker's up to 62, and Eastman is there. But guys, as the squad report runs through, and you can see all the players and how they're doing, I'd just like to say thank you all for your support and your great criticisms. And obviously you've had bad. Obviously I know people who have done that. I know who you are. But guys, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. My name is OTG. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in whatever my next